The other day I had a vision. In the vision, I was in outer space, and I was looking at what appeared to be a very gorgeous band of a brilliant type of a light. And as soon as I asked the question, "What am I looking at?" I had the answer. And I knew that what I was looking at was part of the photon belt which the Earth will be passing through. I found an interesting article that I'll put a link up to. This is the explanation of a photon. When an antiparticle is formed, it comes into existence in a universe of ordinary particles, and it is only a matter of time, a fraction of a second, before it meets and collides with an electron. The charge is canceled. The total mass of the pair is converted into energy in the form of photons. This offers a new and unprecedented powerful source of energy. The photon is about to become your way of life in the very near future. A photon band was discovered in outer space in 1961 by means of a satellite with the instruments. And many older cultures knew about the photon band. The Greeks, the Australian Aboriginals in their Dreamtime and Chinese mythology. So this is something that is known about, and this is a natural course that our sun takes, which is an orbit of 24,000 years to complete the cycle and pass through the photon band. What we are entering into is the photon belt. And if the Earth first enters into the photon belt, the sky will appear to be on fire, but there won't be any heat. It will be a cold light. If the sun enters first, there will be immediate darkness, which, computed in relation to our speed through space, will last 110 hours. The interaction between the solar radiation and the photon belt will make the sky look as if it is full of falling stars. So as the Earth enters this radiation belt, all molecules will become excited and atoms will change. Things will become luminescent. There will be constant light. There can't be any darkness, not within the deepest cave, not within the human body. The Bible says all the stars will fall from the sky and the sky will be no more. It's expected that the rotation of the Earth might diminish a little bit, and because of the solar radiation, the ice caps are expected to extend to latitude 40 in both hemispheres. This has happened before and seems to go through a phase of about 2,000 years. Supposedly, our World Communication Center's fixed satellites and bases are within the safe zone. So this can't be by accident. This is known about. This will change our very makeup. Everything will appear different. The Bible talks about being changed in the twinkling of an eye. Possibly this is what it is talking about. Nostradamus refers to it and says it will rain no more, but in 40 years all will be normal. In 1962, we came under the influence of the photon belt, and there was great UFO activity. It seems that this transition is tied into the coming ice age, which we are entering into, but also there's another aspect to it. As we move on, the solar radiation might possibly affect us as we leave the photon belt. and it might possibly melt the ice, creating floods. This is not the first time this has happened, and it is talked about in history, following a 10,000-year cycle with which the Ice Age returns, and then it leaves. Passing through the photon belt will change every aspect and every element of life on Earth as we know it. Possibly there are even some extinct species which have been buried under the earth or under the ice, and as we pass through the photon belt, the light will be able to get in and trigger the rejuvenation of these dormant species. So everything will be changing, everything. It's a known scientific fact that the planets in our solar system have recently been going through incredible changes, becoming very luminous, very remarkable, noticeable changes. And I'm sure the Earth is going through it also. I'll put a link up.